do this. It is the 7th of May. I know I just typed that. Okay, soybeans, we had 12 ticks profit. Okay, it did not show up down here at the bottom, so I'm going to have to fix that. Soybeans, we had 12 ticks profit. The Russell, we had 3 ticks profit. Right, the Russell worked. Natural gas, we didn't have any trades. We pointed out a trade. On crude oil, we had 23 ticks profit. On gold, we had 18 ticks profit. And I gotta update this over here. Hang on a sec. Delete and do this. Do that. AutoSum. There. Alright. It took us, this morning, it took us 8 minutes, 2 trades to get to our 2 points. We took a total of 12 trades today. 12 trades today. Alright, I don't know what's happening with this right here. Oh, it stuck the word May in somewhere. Where did it stick the word May in? Anyway. May equals... anyway, this is the amount that you would have after commissions are taken out. It should be something like this. If we copy that and paste it here. There you go. Alright. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so for the results today in our live trading room, we had 18 ticks profit in gold, 23 ticks profit in crude oil, 3 ticks profit in the Russell, and 12 ticks profit in soybeans. That's a total of $590 a contract. That was our live trading room this morning. And it took us 8 minutes and 2 trades to get our 2 points. Our first trade was a break-even trade. Our second trade went for 2 points. I'll go over all the trades shortly. We had 12 trades in total. So far on the month, we are 5 days into the month, and we are plus $1,267.50 per contract gross in the live trading room. Right? Let me see if it lets me type 7 May in here now. There we go. All right, so we are 5 days into the month of May, and we're up $1,267.50 per contract in the live trading room. Using an $8 round turn, that puts us at $779.50 per contract after commission. Okay, that's where we stand right now, and again, we're only 5 days into the month, so that's pretty good. Hopefully we'll keep our string going here, and we'll get. I got to make another one of those graphs that shows. Maybe I'll do one just starting from January, show what your money would look like from month to month. This was our prior high, monthly high in the live trading room was $5,392.50. We just got to get about 4 or 5 times this to get there, and we have a lot of month left to do that. All right, if you have not taken the free trial with us, I don't know, James. I don't know. If you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply. Sign up for the free trial. In the free trial, you're going to be sent an email that has a link in it to a video that shows you how to download the charting platform, shows you how to download the indicators, shows you how to install the indicators, gives all the phone numbers that you need to know, all the email addresses you need to know, all that stuff. Make sure you watch that video, okay? If you're going to sign up for the trial, really take the trial. All right, don't come to us and say, you know what, I signed up for the trial, but I only went there one day. Can I do it again? You know, that when you sign up for the trial, really take the time to commit to taking the trial, all right? Because we're gonna commit to answering all your questions, so you should commit to taking the trial. Let's see, everybody who's on the free trial right now, you should be getting something in your email probably tonight, probably later tonight. It tells you how to become a partner. If you are interested in that, just be looking for that. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And that's it. That's it. I'm done. No. Okay, let's go over the trades. All right. We'll start out with the crude oil. Today we had a few trades on crude, more than a few. I believe we started out, was it Crude we started out with, and we had a bunch of break-even trades? Or a couple break-even trades. I know the first trade was a break-even. Here it was right here, I believe. Was it? No, this one was a break-even trade. Alright, well the very first trade of the day, here, after 9:30 on the crude oil, we missed the first one right here. After the bearish cross, tested the BBC with a down close and bearish divergence. We missed that spot right there. Alright, we took the next one over here and we ended up taking a break-even on that. We missed this move up over here. We missed that one. Or actually, we chose not to take that one, I believe, because we ran out of divergence right here. Okay, we had no divergence, so we chose not to take that one. But this one right here, I was telling everybody that this one right here was the one to get because we had more divergence. Unfortunately, I wasn't fast enough to get into it because I was talking about it. And the next one over here I did get into, and that went 5 or 6 ticks in favor. I moved my stop up to break even, and it took me out of break even. I missed a trade over here on the short side. I got this one. I missed some follow-up stuff in here. Right here would have been a short trade follow-up right there. In here we couldn't get into this because we didn't have the divergence to support it. Alright, it changed directions in here. I got long and I took, I think, 3 or 4 ticks profit on that one. Changed directions again right in here, and there was an opportunity to short right here to grab a little bit of that. Changed directions again, and in here, let's see, this up close right here was an opportunity to get long on that change, and I did get long on this one over here. I got long, took a little bit of profit on that, took a little bit more profit on that one, and somehow that all came out to be 23 ticks profit. You know, I was knocking it off 4 ticks at a time. Well, except for this one. I think we took a pretty good chunk on this. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was a pretty good chunk. 95. I think we got in at 95.87, and we took like 15 ticks on that. But that was crude oil. You know, there was plenty of opportunity there in crude oil this morning to make your 2 points if you wanted to do just your 2 points, and we actually did more than that. You can see we took a few more trades in here, and that was it. That was the end of the morning session. Now, after the morning session ended, there was still more trades happening. There was a long trade in here, a long trade in here, a short trade right over here that didn't work, a long trade over here that worked, and a long trade here that's still working. It's pulling back right now, giving another opportunity for a possible long trade. What you would do is draw your trend line down the tops. Look over here for your bullish divergence, which you have, and you have red on the cycle, which means you need an up close above that trend line before the black step line gets below the BBC. Alright, that's it. That's all there is to it. Crude oil's done. Now on the Russell. We had a little bit of an issue with the Russell this morning because the ES was going into the weekly trading zone most of the day. Alright, so we couldn't trade too much on the Russell. We missed, well, I suggested not taking a trade right in here, and then I missed the follow-up trade over here. But we did take a long trade over here, and we got a break even on that one. Okay? And we took a short trade over here, and we got 3 ticks profit on that one. Okay? We missed this one and this one. Now, I believe the ES was going into a weekly trading zone at the time, or it might have been right in a weekly trading zone, so that's why we didn't take these trades. Alright, a long trade there and a long trade there. There was a short trade. Well, no, the black line got up above the BBC. And that was pretty much it on the Russell. There were some nice opportunities, but the ES was in that weekly trading zone, so we didn't take the larger moves right here. We didn't end up taking those. You know, if the ES wasn't in the weekly trading zone, we definitely would have been on those. Well, definitely if we had seen them, if I wasn't distracted by some other market I was trading. Alright, that was the Russell. Now let me bring over the gold. Excuse me. On the gold, we ended up plus 18 ticks. We had one losing trade. Our losing trade today was on gold, right here. This was it. That little boogie right there. We missed a bunch on gold, but we got enough to make a decent profit on the day. Alright, our first trade was in here, and I believe this is what we made our 2 points on right here, this short trade on gold. I put a profit target down there at 10 ticks, and we dropped down, took 10 ticks profit out of the trade, and pulled back up. We didn't take this trade right here. I don't know why. We were doing something else. We missed this one right here. I said we had topping action in there, and it did. It went down completely from there. Then in here I said we were in a box. I didn't trade anything in there. It was still going down in here. There was a shorting opportunity here that would have stopped out had you had taken it. I apparently did not. I didn't take anything in here either. There was a long trade in here that worked out, another long trade that worked out a little bit. I probably would have gotten breaking even on both of those had I taken them. There was a short trade in here that I got a little bit of profit on. Another box, and once we broke out of the box, price started to drop, or continued to drop. I took a short trade right over here on the down close below the trend line with the bearish divergence. I took the short there. I took some profit on it. I believe at this point we were plus 20 ticks. Am I right? Yeah. We were plus 20 on crude, and we were plus 20 on gold at this point right here. I missed this trade and that one, and I'm sure there was another one in here that I missed somewhere too. But I missed all those trades on that move up. And that one. And in here where it started moving down. I didn't take this one. I talked about it, but I didn't take it. And it made that big move down. Then I missed this one over here. Okay. I took this long trade right in here, and this one stopped me out for minus 8 ticks. That put me back at plus 12. And then we made a little bit more back right here. I think we got 4 ticks, or 6 ticks profit on this one right here. Alright, where we had the bullish cross attest to the BBC with the up close and bullish divergence. We got long, and we made 6 ticks profit on that one. And that was the last trade that we took on gold. You can see in here, price moved up nicely, and there was plenty of opportunity in here to take more out of it. And right now, let's see, right now. Well, right now we would have to, with the black line right here at the BBC like this, you would have to have a down close on this bar, and then a down close below that to be able to short it right in here. We didn't have any divergence on the short side for this move down. Now, if you're a partner, there were some other ways to enter into this to get some opportunity in there. Same thing up here. All right. There's some counter trend stuff that you can do if you're a partner. You know, I'm not going to talk about it in the live trading room, or in here, but it's in the members area. All right, if you become a partner, you can get out there and watch the videos and see all that stuff. And I have something else that I'm going to show you guys in this week's partners meeting. I'll show it to you this week. You know, all you guys who are partners, this week's partners meeting. All right, that was it on gold. All right, I didn't trade any NQ, I didn't trade any ES, I didn't trade any natural gas or euro. I did trade soybeans. I'll show you that. I'll show you a little bit on the NQ. All right, I pointed out some trades on the NQ. I'll show you where I did that. Point out a long trade here, a long trade here. Oh, that's yesterday. Okay, I guess that's all they pointed out on the NQ. Doesn't mean that's all there was. There was a ton of opportunity in here. You know, you could have gone long in here. You could have gone short in here a number of times. Gone short down in here. Long in here a couple of times. And nothing there on the short side. Could have gone long right here. Actually, you would have been looking right there for the long. And that's pretty much it on the NQ. Alright. I didn't trade copper at all today, Frank. No copper at all. Alright. The ES, I pointed out a few trades on the ES. Alright, I didn't take any, but I pointed them out. There was a long trade right over here, coming out of the weekly trading zone. It ran up about 3 or 4 points. A short trade right here, coming out of the weekly trading zone again, ran down a couple of points. And a long trade over here, coming out of the weekly trading zone again, that ran up a couple of points. All right. Just the fact that it was coming out of the weekly trading zone on opposite sides 3 times tells you that the ES is pretty much stuck to the zone right now. That made trading all the indexes a little more complicated today, so we just didn't do it. Okay, I only placed 2 trades on the Russell, which is unusual. Natural gas, I pointed out 1 trade over here on natural gas. This one right here. Okay, that was all that I pointed out on the natural gas. The euro, there was this one right here and this one right here that I pointed out. There was no way to get into this move down. That was what we had over there. And let's see, soybeans. Soybeans had a couple of trades. We only took one. We took this short trade right here. We had bearish divergence. We had a bearish cross, a pullback up. We didn't hit the BBC, so we had to look for the down close below the trend line. We got the down close right in here. We entered at 1371.75, and we took profit down here at 1368.75. All right, so that was 12 ticks profit, or $150 a contract. It turned around, it moved up here, but I had stopped watching it. I had put this little ellipse on here after the fact. All right, I had stopped watching it. There was another opportunity right here to go long on it. Well, hang on, let me draw the trend line. Might not have been right there. No, it would have been right here. To go long on the soybeans, right in there. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Pretty much it, guys. All right, so that was it. Again, if you have not taken a free trial with us, go to www.cfrn.net/apply, sign up for the free trial. All right, today we made $590 a contract in the live trading room. So far for the month, we are at $1,267.50 per contract in the live trading room. And when I say per contract, for those of you who don't know, who may not know, when I say per contract, I mean per lot, one lot. Okay? I trade one contract at a time. Today, overall, Frank, on how many trades? Here's the spreadsheet. 61 trades so far this month. 12 trades today. That's it. Okay. Wasn't just you, Jerry. Other people wonder that too. They say, what do you mean when you say per contract? That's it. This is what we have so far for the month. Okay? We're up on everything but copper on the month. I didn't trade any copper since the first, and we lost 8 ticks on the first. But that's it. All right. That is where it all stands. All right. I'm gonna stop the recording here. If anybody has any questions, you can email us at support@cfrn.net. Support@cfrn.net. If you want to call, you can call me at 949-423-6464. 949-423-6464. All right. I believe that's the right phone number. All right. That's it. Stopping the recording.